Okay, recording this video on Monday, the 12th of July, 2021. Just gone 4:04 p.m. Chicago time. Do hope you are doing well. So a little bit of a spin around the charts. And for me, the message today is rotating into ags. A lot of the ag commodity futures are looking interesting to me, taking a couple of positions and just show you what I'm looking at on my chart. So the first one is coffee. Talked to the coffee chart in the last video and said we're looking for a setup here. It's the usual triple where we got the three non-correlated indicators kind of come together. So first of all, better sine wave is showing us that we are oversold with this red background. Number two is better momentum, showing us that we're oversold with an exhaustion sell patterns and then bullish divergence. And then the third, we follow the professionals. So a whole cluster of blue professional bars kind of come in here under 150. And the professionals kind of picking it up. So as soon as all three conditions are met, we get these red dotted vertical lines. That's a triple signal. There's two of them because we get two kind of conditions here. You can just see this background here is printed red. So we've got all three conditions live there. And again, we get a second signal because all three conditions are live there. And I was just saying in the last video, just wait until this kind of breaks into an uptrend. We're going to test because the bars have not gone off into an uptrend with painting red yet, and that's what we got with today's activity. So we tested down a couple of times into 150 and then broke out into the 154, 155 levels. So that's nice. So I'm in coffee looking for another little bit of a runaway move, hopefully in coffee. Next one, cocoa. Cocoa took off today. Same thing, triple pattern kind of going on. So background's printed red. That means we're oversold in terms of price. And then we've got exhaustion, sell, bullish divergence, and a flush pattern here. So we're overdone in terms of volume momentum. And number three, we've got a bunch of blue professional bars kind of come in here at 22.80. And then as soon as we break the trailing stop that we have behind the blue professional bars, we get a signal here. A couple of early signals, kind of triples kind of going on here. But this one's really nice. And again, we're waiting for the background, the printing of the bars to turn into an uptrend when better sine wave plots into an uptrend. Here we go, and there we've run away into a nice move. So got into that. I'm not sure what my entry was. It's kind of down here as soon as the signal kind of went off, and then that's been a real nice kind of runner for today. So that's cocoa. Now a whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of up here, but cyclically, you know, we don't have an oversold condition. We don't have exhaustion buy kind of going on. And we've had a big kind of downtrend move, and this is kind of reversed. So let's wait and see those kind of blue professional bars. We need the rally to continue, but wouldn't be surprised if we got a little bit of potential profit take. Yeah, and then soybeans and wheat kind of also went off. So here's the soybean chart. So with the grains, we had this gap up, limit down type moves that have been difficult to trade. I think the soybeans chart and the wheat chart now have kind of settled down a little bit. This was the limit up move that we had. A whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of came in here, seemingly took profits, and we've kind of come back down. And so we're holding here at the 1300 level. So same kind of thing. We've got another triple signal kind of going on where we get exhaustion, sell, bullish divergence kind of comes in, bang. It's oversold condition here. That little spike down doesn't look right. In terms of my tip bar charts, I might have a look at that kind of later on. And then the blue professional bars kind of come in here at 1280 and we break above the highs of that. So we came back down into that zone and we've held, and we're kind of breaking into some strength there. So soybeans is potentially rallying, and we've also got wheat doing the same thing. That's a nicer picture on wheat. So oversold, bullish divergence comes in, all the blue professional bars, we break above the highs of the blue professional bars, and now we've got cyclical oversold condition on price, and we've broken into an uptrend here. So that's a nice one. Triple signal here a little bit early, test the lows, triple signal again. That's kind of gone on there. So the grains are kind of starting to rally. I'm not in those. I'm in the coffee and the cocoa kind of trades, and still short on sugar. So sugar, we had this reversal trade, exactly the same thing, overbought, bearish divergence, cyclically overbought at those highs, and then we broke below the blue professional bars, the trailing stop. We have an under the lip trade, bang, we break into a downtrend here. So Some blue professional bars here, but we've kind of continued on one spike at the end of the day. So let's see, that could be slowing down. Technically, the trend continues until we see reversal of these conditions. But just a little bit anxious there with that blue professional bar at the end of today's trade. So there we go, rotating into ags at the moment. But just to show you a couple of more mainstream charts you might be kind of interested. Bonds, first of all, a lot of activity in bonds with today, a whole bunch of blue professional bars. We have had this signal, a reversal signal here, triple kind of short going on there, but we've only had one blue professional bar that we broke below, and this exhaustion buy pattern was wasn't at the peak, was only here. So I'm wondering if they're going to kind of hold it at this point here and then push it back up for a killing fields kind of situation. So I'm not confident to kind of take a short position in bonds until we break, maybe go back to test, maybe see a flush pattern, maybe see some more blue professional bars or at the highs or getting through that support level there. So bonds is not kind of convincing to me that we've actually got a reversal of trend there. Equities, obviously, we've kind of continued to bust up and bust up. We've had one signal triple here, but there's no exhaustion buy at those highs, and we haven't seen one again, and we've not broken into a downtrend with better sine wave on this 4500 tip bar chart. So not taking in positions on equities or bonds, just kind of waiting for some clarity. Crude, I was talking to this chart saying I didn't think the downtrend was over in crude because this is kind of getting the move going, this exhaustion sell after those kind of patterns. But we've kind of come back up, the professionals kind of grab it and then kind of push it a little bit higher into 75s. Potentially we've got an under the lip kind of trade kind of going on here. So let's see if that kind of breaks into a downtrend at some point on crude. After we've had this kind of strength going on. But again, we have to wait and see on crude. And then lastly, Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin, because on Sunday, let's talk about the weekend trade on Bitcoin. It always kind of, there's some interesting things kind of happen. So there's the 29 to 30,000, really important level here. We test that back down again into 32 at this point, and a whole bunch of blue professional bars kind of come in. We start to rally away, and we got a little triple signal kind of going on there. But we have come back down into this blue professional zone from here, from 33.5 to 32 even here. That is the professional zone. So we need to catch at this point. This is potentially a bouncing ball trade where we've broken above the trailing stop on Better Pro-Am, and this thing needs to hold. We need to bounce at this point, kind of get going back up to 34s and break through this little kind of resistance level here, 34,600. So just waiting to see what happens on Bitcoin there. But that professional zone, absolutely key, kind of going on there. Let's hope it doesn't push our buttons again and kind of get through 32 and kind of force a whole bunch of people to kind of panic out. I don't know. I think we've done enough kind of damage on the downside, but who knows? The market is the market. It'll do what it wants to do. So there we go. Just some charts after today's trade on the ag side, rotating into ag and just waiting and seeing on a whole bunch of charts with equities, bonds, crude, and Bitcoin.